let's start today's session. Let's start the recording. Let's start the discussion. And today we will talk, let me share screen for a few minutes. Today we will talk about how to increase our collaboration effectiveness based on technology. Even more, slideshow, even more hints and tips how to take more from technologies. And yes, today Moria is our key expert and share her experience and some experience which she collect from other source, how we can do it better. And you know that we try to achieve through this course two types of results. It's upgrade our mindset, upgrade our perspectives, and upgrade our infrastructure. And of course, we try to practice what we preach, and we will share with you our course digital strategy after our today's session. But at the beginning, I would like to show you the short orientation, which we prepare, how our communication infrastructure organized. Let's see it on the screen. 1 minute special video. Okay, hope you will see it. Let's.
Yes, thank you for your collaboration with you. We have created a digital infrastructure for our users. We have to create a framework that will suit collaboration of multicultural team with different hats. If you don't have
Olga, we can't hear well.
Please use this QR code of the video or follow the link in the email that you have received when you registered to the course. On this website, you will find everything you need. For example, let's go to the key findings and open the maps of challenges that we created during our session. It is placed here. Salute to the middle board. May I help Olga?
Olga, we can't hear you.
Yes, we cannot hear
the
anything.
video.
Please check the chat. The sound is not existing, and I think it's useless to watch the video without sound.
In collaboration with you, we have created a digital infrastructure for our course. We had a challenge to create a framework that
Girls cannot hear you. Or is it just me?
Just a second. Maybe
Thank
this
you.
Thank you for your feedback. Dear friends, thank you for your feedback. In collaboration with you, we have created a digital infrastructure for our course. We had a challenge to create a framework that will suit collaboration of multicultural team with different habits. If you don't have access to the framework yet, please use this QR code on the video or follow the link in the email that you have received when you registered to the course. On this website, you will find everything you need. For example, let's go to the key findings and open the maps of challenges that we created during the first session. It is placed here and you can take a closer look to the mirror board. On this page, you will find a lot more. Just play with it. Below the content, you will find all the links you need. Zoom meetings, mirror board, all the recordings, sessions, presentations, and also we have two chats. WhatsApp chat is used for informal communication and Telegram chat is used for materials exchange and collaboration. If you go down, you will find hints and tips on how to set up virtual communication culture in your team. The glossary is presented here. And also you will find an initial collaboration culture that you might need for setting up a proper virtual communication and collaboration inside your team. Thank you for being part of this course. We believe in collaboration and co-creation, and we appreciate your proactive approach. We look forward to collaborating with you, and I hope we will have a new update of this infrastructure video.
Thank you, Sergey, for this observation, but thank you for supporting this sound. Actually, we will share this video with you after our session in email, as usual. And today, we would like to share a few hints how you can take more values from our infrastructure. Today, we would like to share with you some hints with MiroBot. And if you go to our MiroBot, you can see there navigation list. Navigation list helps you to move in a different frames from each session. And after that, you can back to the navigation and move to another. It helps us to find quickly the proper place, and you can take it. You can take it in your project. Also, you can find the link for today's frame. It's here. And one more hint, which you can use option which calls show author. Let me show you how it works. 1 second. Let's go to, for example, session 1. If we open the frame with different stickers, you can put here, choose the sticker, and use this option, show author. And you will see who is a certain person who shared this or that sticker. But please note that if you would like to use this option in your project, you need to ask your colleagues, authorize them before they start to use Miro. It helps in your team discussion when after discussion, after brainstorming, you're opening and you can find who is the source, who is the author of a certain idea. That's a hint how to use Miro better and better. But today we will continue and we will talk about collaboration. And also we would like to ask you one more time to think about definition of collaboration. Previous session, we told about actions. We told about what people do in collaboration. Today, we would like us to ask you, think what the adjectives, what the requirements to people who are the best in collaboration, because we need to find the proper person. And the key reason why we ask you to do it week by week, they're building common understanding. We called it interpretation. It's a special tool which helps us in our project, not just in this course, to build common understanding. You can use it in your project and discuss with your partners, with your colleagues, the key definition and listen them. And maybe it will surprise you that they will share new perspectives. And actually, we can practice mind flags. Okay, and keep silence. Please put in the Zoom chat your vision, top 3 adjectives, what the best proper people for collaboration. I think it's very important to be brave in collaboration. Thank you for sharing it. Oh, I see mind flags. Arthur's seats are growing. Thank you. Great. 10 seconds, please. Send your vision. As a previous session, we collect your answer, put it in a cloud, and share with you based on website, as Sergey shows today. You can find here the collection of our understanding what collaboration is. And now I would like to pass Vadim for a minute to move from fundamental orientation to the topic of this session. Vadim?
Ready? Do you remember the last time we talk about communication, but not all the scale? Today we are much wider from person to ecosystem. So we will share the tools and methods which can be used in all 4 boxes, but in a communication flow. Yeah. And next slide. And as for the measurement, we will always rely to this model. And top 4 for today, KPIs which can be used the best during our session is about energy and passion to combine as one, which is very important. Transparency and trust. I saw a lot of feedbacks in the Zoom chat about transparency and trust. And of course, about greater productivity, change readiness, adaptability, and number of collaborative methods and tools and techniques which can be used. So we will talk around these top 4 KPIs for today.
Great, and we are very careful and open-minded to listen to you, Moria. Please welcome. It's your turn.
Thank you all. Thank you, Olga, very much. And we can start part 2, because part A, thank you, Olga, Sergey, Vadim, for the opening. This is what we're going to speak about today. And there's a reason I showed it to you on this format. Is anyone familiar with this format of PowerPoint? You're in, or okay. So what we see here, and that's worth, it's not to do with collaboration, but it's worth knowing, you can organize your content and structure it. And here I structure the content, and we have 4 sections that we will be handling today. And now really I'll go and show them one by one. And why did I show it to you? Because it's a very nice functionality feature. And because when we structure things, as well as when we structure collaboration, and that we will be speaking about today, we get to better understandings and we get to better solutions. So it helps us improve our very focused, very sharp ideas and very sharp directions that we choose. So I will go now step by step. Let's start and let's show you the details, because I'm sure that you can't read the small text. What are the sections we will be speaking about today? A, B, C, here we go. No, I was supposed to be on the first page. Sorry, here we go. So first of all, what we'll be speaking about? We will be speaking about using online digital collaboration tools in order to boost collaboration. So we're speaking about the paradox. We'll be speaking about turning it from enemy to friend, about tips, your tips, first round, case study, second round, third round. I will be adding tips and structuring them, and also providing some structure on how to some steps, how a process, how to do it on a daily, on our daily project, job, collaboration initiative. And I will try speaking slower. Thank you. First of all, why do we have here a paradox? Now, the answer is simple, but we have to encounter that we have here a paradox, because something like 25 years ago, when KM started, it started by the management people and the human resource people with a very soft attitude, speaking about culture. However, 5 minutes later, came in, burst in all the IT people and said, "Yay, it's a great one. It's a great idea. Let's do KM." And they started doing technology. The IT had the funds, they had the money, they had the budget. So they were those who decided how KM will look. And in the first year, actually, KMers sat in IT departments and IT gave the tone. And the bottom line, we know we had very poor KM solutions. Even if we look here specifically and we examine our collaboration challenge, if we spoke about in the first lesson, in the first session, we spoke about the features, we said that the most two or four of the most important things are the people and the culture. So of course, that we got used to hating the idea of speaking about technology. Okay, we need to have it in a portal. We need some solutions, but let's frame it and let's hate it. And when we frame it and hate it, we feel good with ourselves. However, I want to change this mindset. I want to speak about it, how in collaboration specifically, of course, this deals with other issues, how we embrace technology, how we turn it from enemy to friend. And we don't have to have masters in IT. We don't have to be technology-oriented people, but we have to know to turn it into friends, and we have to know how to do it so that we take the opportunity to use or whatever the technology offers us, and not only the minimal level, because everyone is using technology today. But we don't have to be on the low level. We have to, if we want to lead, we have to be on the high level of implementation. So let us understand a bit better. Because when I'm saying being on the high level, I don't mean being a geek. I don't mean running only after technology and learning Python lessons and AI courses. Not at all. We are good, we are great, we are excellent because we are not IT people. Nevertheless, using very carefully not every feature, but the right ones can help us boost collaboration. So A, it's here, and B, it has a great potential. So let's start. We will start with your part, because everyone today shares, uses technology. Before COVID entered our lives, and of course after it entered our lives. And I want to ask you, and we will go now into breakout rooms, I want to ask you to share the tips and the features, maybe the tools, but the feature, the practices that you think can help in boosting collaboration through technology. However, my request has two layers. First of all, take the 3-5 minutes and write on the mirror board whatever pops up on your mind, because we do it. And look at the others, and the brainstorming or the brain writing, as we do say, because some people will be speaking, some people will be only writing. The brain writing and the brainstorming help us remember more ideas or even think about more ideas. But these two parts, saying, okay, think what you write what you know and look at the others and write additional things, is only the first part. The more important part, where we want to take things further to the next step, is by asking you to conceptualize it, to organize it by categories or by some map with connections, explaining the idea behind these tips that you provide. So you have two, I'll show it to you. I'll open my Miro board. Here we go. Here we go again. We will be having 8 teams, I believe, and many of you already here. And we have 2. Every room has 2 boards. One board in order to share the ideas, and another board in order to organize them into concept categories or even relationships. So I think it's clear. We have a lot of things to say even later on. And so I'll even cut 2 minutes, 12 minutes. Olga, dear Olga, please open our breakout rooms and let everyone go out and share so we can co-create new ideas and new concepts. Thank you.
Great, Maria. Thank you for clarification the task. Dear colleagues, before you go to breakout rooms, please copy link to Miro board, open it, and after that, please start your discussion. Also, in the top left corner, in a Miro frame, you can find the task for discussion.
Olga, how many rooms did we open? 8, 9?
8 rooms, Maria.
We had a minute ago 72 people. Oh, no, we had 67 and they are now in the rooms, so we don't see them.
I'm home alone again.
We are here with you.
Oh,
Olga, we couldn't find the
Dear
breakout
colleagues, just
room.
1 minute. Just 1 minute. I will.
Okay.
I will send you right now.
thank you.
Tools, right? Am I correct?
Moria, please turn on your mic.
You have such an original idea. Vadim, I apologize. When I spoke with you, I meant to use the word compliment, not no other word. Dear people, I'll share my screen. We have so much things to say, and as always, never enough time. So if I'm going back to the mirror, not everyone had time to organize their thoughts. However, already we can see some interesting themes. One theme, which I'm now going through, is show things gradually. How you can do simple things, starters, and get more and more advanced. Another perspective had to deal with a different, I'll make it bigger, with working on time issues, space issues, engagement and targeting issues, and also technical issues. Thank you, both teams. Another one spoke about tips for choosing the right tool, and I don't see the other parts, but probably it's because you are still on the way. And we still have 2 more teams, one that started working on it and gave aspects or big themes like ease of access and use, and then there will be additional themes, and one that went on the 4 phases of sharing, accessing, creating, and promoting. So of course, all these perspectives are not only valid, but they add value. I want to share with you now the GPAP project and what they have been doing. And from then we will continue, and then we will restructure it in another perspective. So please, Sergey, if you can share your screen and share your story, 10 minutes, and we will all listen and learn.
Yeah. Hello, guys. Once again, I will share with you some of our experience from collaboration and communication within our Global Positioning Education program. The program is an online education program for entrepreneurs and business leaders. It is created by an international consulting company called Troughton Partners, and the project team consists of up to 50 people that are separated up to 7 hours time difference. We represent 7 nationalities, both Eastern and Western cultures. And one of the problems is that English is not native language for most of them. So try to collaborate in this team. We have faced several challenges. One of the challenges was that we realized that different cultures communicate differently. Second, that we have too many meetings and we have not enough time for work, to the actual tasks, actually. And the other challenge was related to alignment of such a global team in a virtual space. So regarding to the first challenge, different cultures communicate differently. What we have done, we started to enable of the meeting discussions. Why it helps? Because sometimes on the meeting, people are shy to share some thoughts because, for example, their English is not really good, or they think differently. They think good in text, but not good in voice. So we enable communication in different forms, and here are the forms that we use. For example, the screen recording. You can just turn on your Zoom, make a short video recording on your screen with your comments, put it into the chat, and you are make some orientation in 3 minutes for all the team, and they will watch it on the time they are available. This is the first point. Second point, we communicate a lot inside the documents, and the basic tool we use the comment section in all the documents it is represented. If you put some notes or some thoughts into the document itself, we have such a rule, you should place your name nearby so that everyone knows that it is your thought. And also we use audio and video messages, but we always put them with transcription so that it's much easier to navigate between them. Telegram allows this too. And also we realize that it is important to use channels that people are already using, because, for example, Chinese team do not use WhatsApp and Telegram, they are into the WeChat. Most of the team uses Telegram because it has much better functionality and we are fans of Telegram, but there are people that never got used to do it, and we continue communication via WhatsApp. We understand that habits of people are primarily and software is secondary. So these are our insights on this point. Going to the second challenge of too many meetings and not enough time for work. What we have changed, we started meetings only for ideation, for making decisions and having fun. All other tasks we try to do between the meetings. And it even became for us a good signpost whether there is some work has been done or not. Because if you see the group chat that has no discussion, probably no work has been done. And it gives us much more free time to do the actual tasks. And the third point, that is one of most difficult actually, is how to align a global team. We try to make everyone updated seamlessly, transferring information from one to other. First, each meeting for sure has its own protocol, and there are people that are dedicated for these tasks. Secondly, we create newsletters. For example, on the right side of the screen, you can see one of the newsletters we make. It may be shorter, it may be longer. It basically consists of agenda of the key solutions, decisions that we have made, and points that people should be addressed to. But Sometimes you cannot transfer the ideas and knowledge via text. And to make everyone on the same page, we send the recordings of the meeting to people. But if you have ever made it before, you may have find that people do not watch the whole video. So, or people do not watch it at all because they have a lot to do. But when you tell them, please watch from 5th to 17th minute, they will do it with much more percentage of success. Or we even cut the video and say, please watch this 3-minute video. It will increase the inclusiveness much higher. And to close, here are solutions that we have found. First, we enable all the meeting discussions. We meet only for ideation, decision making, and having fun. And we create newsletters that we send to individuals and to the groups. Thank you. Moria, back to you.
Moria, please turn on your mic. Yeah, mic.
Mike, thank you. Okay, here we go. So thank you very much, Sergey. And we all are familiar with tools, and I just want to list them because it's important that we don't only remember some when we have them in or when we use them, but we have the list so we can really use it deliberately. So the main tools that we use up to now are video conferencing collaboration tools, a document online sharing, brainstorming like Miro, instant messaging, as Sergey, you have now mentioned 3 of them. Emails, don't forget emails. We every time say no more emails, but email is a very important collaboration tool, and polls and quizzes like in Mentimeter and additional places where we use them. So, let's remember them. Let's not go into them because you know them, but have a list. And if you have 2 additional ones on your list, that's fine, but have your list. Now, what are the typical challenges regarding online digital collaboration? Sergey mentioned what the challenges of his team were, but it's important that we understand each one and one of us what are our main challenges in our collaboration. And I'll give you some examples of typical challenges. No mingling, because we were very used to mingling before Zoom came in, before online conferencing came on. No accidental meetings. Arthur and myself are very, very, very old people, but very, very old in KM. That's what I want to say. And 25 years ago, we used to be speaking about, okay, how can buildings be designed, so office buildings, so people will bump one into another. We have here in the new online era, we have no accidental meetings. We have no intimacy. We sit in these rooms with cameras, without cameras. We have no sense of intimacy. We have overflow information because everyone's all the time sending us messages in one tool, in another channel, in a third channel, etc. We have more problems, but let's take even these and see what we need. We need opportunities, if these are the challenges, for informal channel sharing. We need opportunities for building trust because we don't have the intimacy. We don't have always the cameras. We don't always have the accidental meetings. We don't smell each other. We have to have ways to find and see how people are more active, and we have to find ways to have deeper brainstorming. So I'll share with you underneath these perspectives some tips, tools, practices that can help. Oh, and of course, aligning people, because I don't know how many of you are aware of it, but every time we collaborate using the computers, using screens, probably more or less 50% of the people are doing something in addition to listening to us. They're writing, they're chatting, they're walking, whatever. Good reasons. Everyone's busy, but they're not really aligned with us. So we have to find ways to understand it and to tackle it. So some ideas. Change the format of meeting. Sergey spoke about meeting less. maybe we even meet more, but make these meetings shorter. Because remember, people don't have to take a taxi, take a train, drive to the office, and come to see you. We can meet much more because we can have short meetings and because we don't have all the overhead. This is something great that Vadim taught me, and Vadim learned it from Larry Prusak. Larry Prusak, I'm sure that most of us are familiar with. And Larry Prusak says something very important that I use almost on a daily basis. He said, drink tea together. And when he said drink tea together, he didn't really mean take your cup of tea and tell the other one to bring a cup of tea and start drinking. He said something that's deeper. Start meetings with 5-10 minutes doing something else. Not every meeting, but take once in a week with anyone you speak, a few minutes to be on the personal level, to be with no agenda, just to know one another better. You'll see how many miracles can be done in collaboration and in building the trust. This refers to the trust. Use gestures. We all know that we have also in WhatsApp and in instant messaging, and we have on the social networks, and we have now in Zoom, we have all these gestures. It's much easier using gestures than speaking, because the amount of times I told someone on a meeting, yes, I love you, is not that high. However, the number of times that I send someone a flower or a heart on some online meeting is much higher. It's very easy to respond, to feedback someone, to support someone when we use gestures. So don't only do it from time to time. Use it, educate your organization to be doing it as part of the system, as part of the ways to work and part of the ways to build the collaboration, to deepen it. Embrace the channel's feedback. You know, when we're speaking now, you can burst, you can show me that you want to ask a question. You can burst out with a question, and that's okay because we are brainstorming. You can write on the WhatsApp channel, on the Zoom channel, you can write on the WhatsApp channel. And it really can be distracting. But if you use people to help you when you're leading a meeting, or where everyone is on a brainstorming, everyone helps one another, say, hey, there's a question there. Hey, there's something out there. We get much more traffic. We get many more people that are active, because not everyone is like me bursting out because I say, yeah, you said something great, I want to add. Oh no, let's
Duele
change
los oídos
direction.
de un momento que de tanto el headset no te hace dolor.
I'm not sure that's what we meant to, but let's go on. So embrace these channels and see deliberately how we use them better. One of the tips that I can share that I used when we're working, not in lectures, but when we're working on brainstorming or on working together in meetings, I prepare an online MOM and I share it while I speak. So people are realigned when they leave. People see the differences in their thoughts and understandings, and they collaborate much better, because when we see the conflict, we can discuss it. It's not that I thought something and he or she thought something and said, oh, never mind, I didn't understand it. Maybe I was misunderstanding. When things are written while they're spoken, it's much easier to find conflicts, to align people, and to align them if they just left, or to align them if there are conflicts, and to get much deeper collaboration. Explore new options. You know, all these tools, all these online tools for collaboration, they all have endless features, and every day almost, or every month, they have new features. Look at what I'm doing here. I'm having my thumbs up. So you can do the same that I do now, and someone please take a picture. And if you see, if I do it for enough time, and if you have an upgraded version that you can download after the meeting, if you don't have now, all our thumbs will be up. And you know, we can do it. and it's fun, and we teach one another. And it builds trust. It enables us have more gestures. It enables us use better the features, etc., etc. Encourage using transcript, encourage using translate. Also, when we're speaking about the new collaboration, because we can speak with people from different organizations or different parts of the organization, and they come from different cultures, whether organizational culture or a culture in its basic form, not always we understand them. But when you speak with someone, it's so easy saying, just a minute, checking the word out and coming out with an answer. And they think, not that you went to translate and found the right word. They thought that you are a very respected person that thinks, a thought leader maybe. So it's a win-win. So all of these tools are just on the tips of our fingers. And we have to use them and encourage people using them. I want to go because I don't have too many. Oh, and that's two more things before I run on. Plan a digital strategy, and I'll explain what that means in a minute. And gamify everything. Even this was gamification. When I went into room number 5, 6, wherever, and I found Barbara with her flowers on her head, and I found Tab with her hat of a professor, and Sergey with a necklace. It didn't take them more time because they were the most advanced team than others, because they were more collaborative and they were more engaged because of their gamification. And we can also gamify physically, but online collaboration tools have so many opportunities for gamification and for adding games into the, not only customs, but all kinds of games. But I don't have time, so I'll just leave you with a curiosity and we'll go on. How to do it? What steps to take? Understand the unmet needs. Take time, understand what are the challenges of your team, so that you can prevent you from collaborating better. That's what Sergey showed us that he has done. Then you design a policy, a digital strategy. You educate people, whether by, of course, not a teacher and children, but you educate them, and you lead by role modeling. And then you improve twice. What do I mean when I say improve twice? Also, you improve the collaboration, the objective of the collaboration, and you also can improve from time to time, refine your policy and digital strategy. I'll stop the presentation for a minute because I want to show you a sample, only for 1 minute, because we don't have too much time, of a digital strategy of a bank that maps the existing state, and I'll make this bigger so you can see. It maps and says, okay, we have, the problem is overflow of information. So we came out and we mapped all the channels, what are push, what are pull, what's for news, what's for information, how do they use them. Then we asked ourselves, what are the advantages of each of the channels that are available? And then we rebuild the policy, asking what do we want to achieve, to whom, what will be our key success factors. And if we have this strategy and we have the list of available channels and their advantages, it was much easier setting the scene for building this digital strategy. So I'll go back, because time is ending, after I showed you an example and asked the $1 million, what's next? And here I think that I will surprise you. Don't throw tomatoes on me, please. But I think that we can use technology in one higher level, not only to help us collaborate one with another better, but also by adding to the equation the human-machine collaboration, not instead of collaborating with people, but in addition to. For example, turn ChatGPT to be one of your members of the team. Consult him, give him tasks, ask him. Don't agree with him. You'll see that you're doing so much better. So that's for my presentation today. And if I want to sum it in one word, dear friends, you use online tools. We all use technology, but we can use it better. And the trick is by doing it with a process which finds where the problems are, what prevents us from doing it better, where analyzes the solutions and what we can get out of them, and then we choose the right features and the right technology enablers, and we use them. No rocket science, but great collaboration. Thank you. Back to Olga.
Moria, thank you so much for the session, and thank you for opening one more door and how to increase the level of effectiveness of our collaboration based on technology. And dear friends, last minute question: what are the key takeaways which we grab from the session? Please put one key idea which is most important for your current collaboration project, what you would like to steal and implement in your projects. Please share your thoughts. Even if its inspiration was the most powerful asset for you, which you take today. And yeah, more tea. That's a good signpost. Great, thank you, Manfred, for sharing one more tool. Good, we will collect it. One more team member. Thank you, Peter. ChatGPT is a new team member. Yeah, good. Change perspective. Short meetings. I think that this idea, Moria, have a few supporters, a few fans. Yeah,
we always want
emojis.
to leave you with a sense of having more, that something that we could learn more.
Yeah, stay hungry. Great. Thank you so much for this session. See you on the next week, and we will talk about trust, one of the fundamental knowledge for building proper communication. And please practice collaboration. We will be with you and share, as usual, results via mail and other our channels, Telegram and WhatsApp. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Sergey.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Bye.